All right, good morning, y'all. It is the morning of day 3, paddock 6. Giving the animals some water, which I will show you that in a few minutes. I actually changed this up today, and I'm pretty proud of it. Hey guys, they're wanting some loving. They haven't gotten any loving yet today. Hey girl. Hey girl. Hey girl. All right. So this is so we're going to do two things. First, we're going to walk the fence line. And then while I'm walking the fence line, I'm checking manure load and I'm checking how much they've eaten. You know, the further back you get, the more grass and weeds appear to still be in here. But as you are in here walking around, you know, I noticed that, you know, a lot of this taller, quote unquote, taller grass, they've eaten most of the blades off and it's just this stem. So I honestly think they'll probably be done in here by in the morning, which works out well because I'm going to do some animal moving around tomorrow. I'm starting a new job. And we're going to be getting in to the last 2 paddocks over here. And there's a lot of tall grass, but there's also a lot of woody material. A lot of that large blueberry shrubs. So far, mostly what we've grazed has been more open with kind of sporadic blueberries. But anyway, so fence line looks good. Manure load is not too bad right now. We'll cut through and look at some of this high stuff. Still got plenty of mineral. So yesterday, right in here, this was kind of pushed out and hung up on the tall grass behind. Oh look, we got some bushy blue stem. That's a good sign. That's a very valuable native grass / forage. Sorry for the lighting, y'all. I'm walking right into the sun. I was curious to see, here was that prickly pear cactus. I was curious to see if the animals would eat it. And they have not. Yeah, fence line looks good, y'all. And you know, when I first walked over here, or when I first pulled up and I got out and I looked, I was thinking they had eaten probably 40 to 50% of it. But honestly, as I'm in here walking around, I think it's probably more like they've eaten 60%, 50 to 60% of it. I'll come in here this afternoon and break off all of these like that and get them down to where the animals can eat them. Yeah, it's looking good, guys. So this afternoon, if I hadn't already said it, I'm going to do some animal moving. I've got some goats over on another job I'm going to bring over here because what we have left is a pretty dense blueberry with less grass. And there's a lot of vine. There's a lot of honeysuckle, a lot of grape, a lot of smilac climbing up in here. And I think goats will do really well because they'll climb up in, stand on their hind legs and pull those vines down and eat that stuff. What we've been in so far has been more open. So, you know, one goat has done a good job of that. But over here, I think I'm going to put 3 or 4 goats in here. And then I'm going to take a couple of the sheep over to the garden job that I'm pulling the goats off of. That's something I've done this fall that I haven't done before. So it's been kind of an experiment. I actually quoted those guys a fixed price because I didn't know how long it was going to take. I basically did what the expected was based on the square footage and just gave them a fixed price quote and told them, you know, it could happen they could be done in a week, it could be 3 weeks. And they were pretty okay with that. But there's a lot of amaranth and a lot of morning glory. And I wasn't sure about the amaranth, but I thought they would tear up the morning glory. And the goats really haven't. So I'm going to take some sheep over there and see how they do with it. And if that doesn't work, then I'll take some pigs. All right, well, I'll make some more videos later today as I move these animals around. But y'all have a good morning.